Hello everyone and welcome to a new day of Road to VGC Worlds 2016. We are closing out this year with a best of 3 with the VGC 15 rules against our friend Danny here. Now, because people don't seem to be very readily available to battle when I propose myself to record and all of that, I'm gonna have to separate the videos, and for now, until more people get teams, I'm gonna only upload one best of 3 per week. So today you will see game 1, and on Thursday you will see the conclusion, be it 2 games if it's a 3 game best of 3, or just the one more game, alright, be it win, lose or whatever. Now we're up against a Groudon, Weavile, Crobat, Xerneas, Ferrothorn, and Salamence. So I really don't like my matchup here. I really especially don't like that Weavile. I think I want to lead Kangaskhan, and it's probably Focus Sash Weavile, right? So he probably wants to remove... He's going to lead Weavile. So how do I counter that? With Kangaskhan and with Groudon. And in the back I want Talonflame, and I think I want Cresselias here, because Cresselias does okay against Salamence and Crobat. Oh shit. Okay, it worked. Sorry about that. I thought because I only selected 4 Pokemon I was going to bring 6, but apparently that's not the case. He leads Groudon, Weavile, so we both lead our Fake Outs and our Primal. We even lead them in the same spots. Now, this is a change I will be doing to the team, at least one change, because that's another thing. I want to bring VGC 16 content, but I honestly can't be switching out teams every single week like I was doing for VGC 15, but I will probably do some changes to the team right now. One of them is make Kangaskhan an inner focus one, because then we'd be in a pretty good position here. Now, what happens here is either he fakes out my Groudon or he fakes out my Kangaskhan. What does he do here? And is that Groudon physical based, special based? What is that Groudon? I could potentially pull off a double switch here, but okay, I'm gonna try to make a bold prediction here. I think he's going to fake out my Groudon. So I'm going to try to Power Up Punch, and I'm going to either switch out... Yeah, and I'm going to switch out my Groudon for my Talonflame. Oh, he withdraws Weavile, so I'm going to get the +2. Well, +1 because Salamence comes in. But that's fine by me. He saves the Sash and he saves the Fake Out, so that's good for him. He pulls a double. Oh no, that's my Groudon, sorry. I got all excited that he was switching out. But that's obviously not the case here. I hope he Earth Powered onto the Groudon slot. Now, his Groudon uses Protect, so this worked out honestly perfect, because I got a free +1 with Kangaskhan. This was pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Now, here I am a bit afraid of that Salamence. Salamence is slower than my Kangaskhan right now. Or if it's Jolly max speed, we speed tie. Does he risk it though? And the good thing is he can't Precipice Blades. Either he Eruptions, or he Earth Powers, or he Precipice Blades. But no attack Groudon has can KO me right now. And he did Protect. So I'm gonna return the Groudon slot. Hopefully he doesn't have Ferrothorn. And I'm gonna set up a Tailwind here. I don't see much point in attacking right now with Talonflame. So we'll see. He does Mega Evolve. Obviously that's his only possible Mega Evolution. No protects from anyone. I set up my Tailwind, which gives me 4 turns. My return hits Groudon. I don't think my Kangaskhan is max happiness actually. And he goes for a Hyper Voice and an Eruption, which thankfully will lose power. Doesn't KO either of my Pokemon here. And I am faster right now. So okay. I'm gonna go return on Salamence. And I'm gonna bring Groudon back in here because I think he's going to want to protect Groudon. He's not going to Precipice Blades. At best, he will Rock Slide, so that won't do much to my Groudon. I do switch first. This is the second turn of Tailwind. His Salamence protects, so that's unfortunate. Is he going to double protect? Nope. That would have been ideal, of course. He goes for another Eruption, so that's going to take down my Kangaskhan here. Not good. Not good. Wish I had just taken down Groudon. But can bring Cress here. My Ice Beam does threaten that Salamence. And he can't really protect that slot. And I have 2 more turns of Tailwind here. So I am tempted to just Rock Slide here, predicting his Protect on Groudon. Because I honestly don't think the Ice Beam from Cresselia will be enough to KO Salamence. Okay, summary. Yeah, 119 special attack. Does have a little bit of chip damage, but gonna go with a Rock Slide. My gut is telling me that Groudon protects. He withdraws Salamence. Okay, so that's probably Weavile? No, that's Xerneas. Wow. So Precipice Blades would have been incredible, but that switch, yeah, that tells me his Groudon was using Protect. So at least I get some damage off. Precipice Blades would have been the better choice, of course. And there's still another turn of Tailwind. No, nothing too significant. What I want to do here, does his Xerneas protect? And does he switch out Groudon for Salamence? I think he does. So yeah, I'm gonna Ice Beam the Groudon slot because I have guaranteed damage there. And I'm gonna Precipice Blades, hoping not to miss. Xerneas does protect, so he's playing pretty obvious, I guess. Precipice Blades connects, that will take down Groudon. This is a best of 3, so I'm going to Right Eruption. It might be a special based. Apparently I'm the only one using a physical based Groudon. Tailwind does peter out here. So I guess he brings Weavile, yep. He brings Weavile. Now he can Fake Out. He can Fake Out. Question here is, do I break Weavile's Focus Sash? So I think he's going to fake out Groudon because he has to protect. So I'm going to Ice Beam the Weavile to break its Focus Sash. And question here is, will an Ice Crash plus a Dazzling Gleam or a Moonblast potentially KO? Or if I switch Cress here to Talonflame and protect, I will have... Okay, is my Talonflame Jolly or... Yikes, it's Adamant. So his Ice Shard might be faster here. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna Ice Beam the Weavile, and I'm gonna protect... Nah, gonna Precipice... I don't know. Gonna Precipice Blades. Fake out shouldn't do too much. There's a fake out onto Cress. Perfect. So he predicted my protect on Groudon. Oh, but I missed the Precipice Blades. My Groudon before Geomancy is faster than his Xerneas. Groudon, I'm gonna write that down. Faster than X. Obviously has protect and Geomancy. Now I could once again protect Groudon here, or I could simply double attack. Cress is going down right now. I can't believe I missed that. So I'm gonna Helping Hand the Groudon and I'm gonna Precipice Blades because Cress is probably going down here to a knockoff plus a Dazzling Gleam. Unless he... Yeah, there's the Dazzling Gleam plus 2. Wow, that does a lot of damage. Groudon might not be able to survive the incoming Icicle Crash. No, he just knocks off Cress. Perfect. And the Dazzling Gleam activated my Citrus Berry. Oh, now I miss Weavile. Okay, but that is enough to take down Xerneas. Okay, so Dazzling. We have seen Fake Out and Knockoff. And now Salamence is here. Now, is a Hyper Voice enough to KO me? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it will be. So... Ah, that miss on Weavile and the first miss on Xerneas. That was unfortunate. Gonna try and Ice Beam the Salamence, I guess? No. Just in case something weird happens, I'm just gonna Ice Beam the Weavile and I'm gonna protect Groudon. Next turn, I have to hope he doesn't have Ice Shard here. Goes for a knockoff onto Cress. That is enough to KO me. And yeah, that would have been a single target Hyper Voice, which would have definitely been enough. Now, the question here is, does a Life Orb Brave Bird KO Salamence at that range? But he can protect Salamence. There's two plays that can happen here. He can double attack with Hyper Voice and Ice Shard. Or, I mean, what does Weavile have? Fake Out, Knockoff, some sort of ice move, potentially Icicle Crash. Would he have Ice Shard? Or he protects Salamence, lets Weavile KO Talonflame, lets himself get KO'd, and then 1-1-1 Salamence versus Groudon, he wins. So if I set up a Tailwind and protect, I have the flinch chance of Rock Slide. That Weavile being alive is so annoying. I think he's going to protect Salamence here. So I'm going to Tailwind. Oh, but I just protected, so that makes no sense. And I'm gonna Rock Slide, I guess. He doesn't protect, so that's game. Yeah. Oh, that was very unfortunate. Those two misses were absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. That Dazzling Gleam, those two knockoffs, absolutely huge. Would have been a 3-on-1 if I hadn't missed that Weavile. So that's it for today's games, guys. On Thursday you will see the ending of this, be it one game if I lose 0-2 or 2 games if I win the next one. Alright, so don't forget to leave a like on the video, it really helps me out, and I'll see you on Thursday. Bye bye.